Now it is quite impressive what drones nowadays can do, and the HoverAir X1 is probably the most exciting drone that I've ever gotten my hands on. Not only is it a self-flying action camera, but it also makes capturing epic shots easier than ever before. Now I own a DJI Mini 3, however to film myself it just takes way too long. Also as a beginner, flying and controlling these traditional drones can be quite challenging and require more practice. And this is where the HoverAir X1 comes in. It takes all of the hassle out of flying a drone and allows you to enjoy the moment while capturing amazing footage. Now the HoverAir X1 is foldable, as you can see. It's a pocket-sized drone that weighs only 125 grams. Its lightweight design makes it easy to carry around wherever you go. Now it doesn't have GPS, which means it takes off quicker than traditional drones. This is a great feature for capturing spontaneous moments without having to wait for the GPS to connect. Now it also doesn't have a controller, making it even more compact and portable. If you want to control the hover manually, you can do so using your smartphone, which is great because I film a lot on my iPhone. Now you can see it only has two buttons, one to turn on and off the drone, and over here to select the different flight modes. Also, the drone comes with one high quality camera that can shoot up to 2.7K at 30 frames per second, delivering good video quality that you can use for your social media. It also has one camera at the bottom and two sensors on the side for altitude control and obstacle avoidance. Now the Hover is designed with safety and durability in mind. You can see that its carbon fiber case encloses the propellers, making it safe to touch while in motion. And this also adds an extra layer of protection against crashes, ensuring that your drone stays intact even after multiple flights. Additionally, the enclosed propellers are resilient and can withstand minor bumps and collision without breaking or getting damaged. But how do you actually use it? Now to start, simply unfold it and then press the power button for 3 seconds until the green light appears. And then after you choose the flight mode, simply select that button and then place it horizontally with your face. And you can see it is now in hover mode. How cool is that? And after the drone completes its flight, you can land it by placing your hand underneath, and it will do so. Quite cool. Now, one helpful tip is if you accidentally pressed the power button to cancel the flight before takeoff, just simply press it again. Now you can see that the entire process only takes around 25 seconds to start up and become fully airborne. Now the HoverAir X1 is equipped with 5 intelligent flight path presets, each designed to capture unique shots. The first mode is hover, allowing the drone to stay in one position while tracking you. The second mode is zoom out, where the drone gradually flies away and then towards you. The third mode is follow, where it tracks and follows you from behind. This mode is particularly popular for capturing action shots. The fourth mode is orbit, with the drone circling around you while maintaining a constant distance. The fifth mode is bird's eye, capturing a top-down shot from directly above you. Now here's a pro tip: by long pressing on this button, you can adjust the range of motion. You can also adjust these settings in the Hover app, but we will dive into that later. Now, in addition, there is this custom mode right here where you can choose between 2 intelligent flight modes: dolly track or snapshot. Now with dolly track, similar to the follow mode, not only can it track you from behind, but it will also track you from the front. Now this mode is a bit more advanced, so be cautious as it doesn't have any sensors here on the back. So I recommend you test it out in an open field first. Now to land the drone in dolly track mode, place your palm out and the hover will fly towards you and land on your hand automatically. Now with snapshot, your hover captures a 12 megapixel photo when you're still, and the image quality is actually pretty good. Another great feature of the Hover is manual control, allowing you to control it with your smartphone using the Hover app, which we will get into just a bit. You also get a real-time view, which is very helpful for setting up your shot. This mode is great for more precise, controlled shots. I like to use it to create establishing shots, for example. So let's look at the Hover X1 app. I'm gonna open it up and you'll first be greeted with the home screen. And you also have featured, which you can also post your own videos if you want to. Up here you have moments, which I've captured. So let's now tap on hover, And over here we have different options. Let's look at Hover Album. And this is where I have all of the media stored inside the Hover. The Hover actually has 32 gigabytes of storage, and you can see it's already empty because I've already downloaded it to my phone, which I can view over here. And now we have Hover Settings. In here you have the different flight modes. So I can select hover, for example, and I can change the duration. I mostly leave it in continue, and I can also enable target tracking if I want to. And newly they've added a vertical mode, so you can shoot in 1080p up to 30 frames per second, but I'm gonna leave that off for now. So the highest video quality you can shoot in is 2.7K at 30 frames per second. That's what I usually leave it on. Now, for example, in the other modes, let's select zoom out. You can also decide how far it shall fly away from the subject. So I've set it to 9 meters. You can also choose the altitude. I usually leave it at flat. Let's head back. Then you also have the custom button, which I've set to dolly track, but you can also choose snapshot. Then over here you have sound recording, which I will talk about a little bit later. Then you also have storage management, firmware update, which I leave in automatic download. Then you can also disable the voice, which can get annoying. You have calibration, the hover language. Then you have the unit of length, which I like to keep in meters. So what's really cool is that you also have smart preview. So this way I have a real-time preview of what the HoverAir X1 is seeing. And then when we head back, we also have manual control, which I really like. So you can see you have different controls, and you can even use it with an RC if you want to. Then you also have your settings. I usually set the control direction towards outside. And in here you also have camera settings that you can adjust. And you even have burst mode. And you can also choose to take a picture if you would like to, and this would be the record button. What's also really cool is that you can also tilt the gimbal up and down. So really cool feature. Then you also have the modes. Here it gives you a nice overview of all the flight modes. And if you're not sure about a flight mode, you can just tap on it and then it will give you a little demonstration. A pretty intuitive app that connects really fast with the HoverAir X1, making it really easy to use. Now let's take a look at some of the specs of the hover drone. Firstly, it has a maximum flight height of 50 meters, which is pretty decent for capturing aerial shots. It uses a visual positioning system, which means it needs to see the texture on the ground to know where it is. The maximum distance from the user is 9 meters, and it uses triple stabilization system, which combines mechanical gimbal and electronic image stabilization to keep the footage smooth and level. Its maximum speed is 25 kilometers per hour, making it great for capturing those action shots. It also handles wind speed up to 28 kilometers per hour, ensuring stable flight even in slightly wind conditions. Now the hover drone comes with 2 batteries, each providing a flight time of around 11 minutes depending on the wind condition. This means you can get up to 22 minutes of flight time before having to recharge. You also receive a charger with a USB-C port, and you can use a power bank to charge each battery in about 35 minutes. Now you might think that 11 minutes of flight time isn't much, but it's actually enough. Quick shots are all you really need, and with the 2 batteries, you can charge one while using the other. So this way you can extend your flight time without any interruptions. Now here are some important guidelines for safe flying with this drone. Don't fly at night, as a drone will have difficult time detecting you and obstacles. Also avoid flying in areas with significant height differences like cliffs or tall buildings. Also, do not fly in severe weather conditions such as strong wind, rain, or snow. Also, don't fly over water, as it can detect water texture and also water moves, so it will lose control. And lastly, stay away from restricted airspace such as airports or military base. Oh no, we're being attacked! Now, one cool feature is that you can record video with sound on the hover. So this is how it sounds like once the hover is in the air. It is pretty noisy, but the cool part is that you can record audio through your iPhone using the Hover app, and it will then sync it with the video and also cancel out the noise. This is how it sounds like once it has been processed. And you can see the audio is actually pretty usable and decent. So you could actually use this maybe for vlogging as well, to show your viewers where you are, and the hover will also follow you. So that is really cool that you can do that. Just be sure to have the mic close to your mouth, but you could also use a wireless mic, for example. That will work too. Now, as for the performance of the HoverAir X1, it's quite impressive. It accurately follows me wherever I go, and if it loses track of me, I can easily get back and it will recognize me and continue following me. It's also hard for the hover to hit obstacles. I've tested it by walking through bushes and between trees, and it did really well. And if it does happen to bump into something, and it did happen, it will try to either correct its flight or land safely. Also, the image stabilization is very impressive. The shots look very smooth in all the flight modes, really. I also find the image quality good for a small drone like this, and you can judge for yourself if you would use the footage for your video needs. I think for social media purposes, this is absolutely great. Now, I did color grade the footage to get the most out of it using my premium mobile LUTs, which you can get if you're interested. The link is in the video description below, and I find it looks really great. Now, the pros to using this drone is that it's beginner friendly. You can fly it straight out of the box, no skills required. It's durable and built to withstand rough handling. Great for outdoor shooting and action shots. It has a really quick setup time, so there is no need to deal with complicated controls or settings. It's ready to fly in seconds. It's also automated, which means the hover will follow you wherever you go, eliminating the need for manual control. Now, as for the cons, one point would be that the hover is noisy, which could attract attention. And something else that would be great that they can include is a cover for the camera, as it's fully exposed. Now, what would be even more awesome is if they could include manual camera controls in the settings, such as being able to lock the exposure and white balance for a more consistent look. But in most cases, the auto settings did a good job. Now, as for the cost, the HoverAir X1 is priced at $399. Just like most regular action cameras, however, this one can fly. Something to mention is that the company consistently updates their firmware to improve the performance, so it shows that they are invested in their products. I think it's perfect for beginners who want to capture stunning aerial footage without the need to learn how to fly a drone. It's also ideal for solo creators like me needing to film themselves who don't have someone who can hold their camera. I also believe that for those who appreciate simplicity and use their phone to create content, the self-flying drone can be a great addition to getting creative aerial shots and achieving different perspectives. I mean, you could do it with the DJI Mini 3, but it is more pricey and you'll have to carry more if you bring the remote and the whole kit with you. Now, I think this is an incredible mini drone that you can carry wherever you go. I had a lot of fun using this. With just a simple mode selection and the press of a button, the drone takes flight, allowing you to capture those awesome moments while fully immersing yourself in the experience. It's clever, has great stabilization, and the tracking is outstanding. Honestly, I really can't wait to see how the company will evolve this product in the future. Now, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this drone and if you would use it for your content creation. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you the next time.